Hey guys, it's Tasha here from Art Song and Soul, and I just wanted to show you some of these flowers that I've been making. As you can see, I've made these ones out of satin. I did try making this out of some flat lace. I think it's that sort of curtain knitting kind of stuff, but I don't know if that really worked out. But if you want to try making these flowers, what you're going to need is some satin squares. Each flower takes 8 satin squares. You'll want something to put in the center of your flower. You'll need a little round backing. You can use felt or whatever. I'm just using some cardstock. You'll want a lighter and some scissors and of course your glue gun. So the technique to sort of putting these flowers together is not a new one, and if you want some other variations of these kind of flowers, I can try and find you guys some links. But what you want to do first is you want to cut your satin squares. These ones are roughly about 2 inches by 2 inches, and they need to be of similar size but not exact. You don't have to be too worried about that. So all I do first is I grab my satin square and I fold it in half and then fold it in half again, and this I fold away from me. So I fold up and then up like so. And in this little gap, you just sort of want to touch it like that so that you can put a little dollop of glue in there and a little dollop of glue on the outside. And with this corner, you want to place it on your little round backing there. So yeah, you fold up and up, and in that little bit there you just want to do that so you can get some glue in there. And that's really just so it doesn't pop open when you glue it open. Like I said, this technique here is not a new one. And you just put it on the opposite side. So we do that again, you just fold it away from you and away from you. Little drop in there and a drop on the back. Like that. So already you can see how this flower ends up quite dimensional because they pop up, the edges pop up. Excuse me, I've got a really bad cough. I'm just getting over being ill. A dollop there and a dollop there. Now this is where we're going to do some singeing. Now, if you're a newbie to flowers, you may want to try making a lollipop flower or something first, because this is pretty hearty burning. There is flame involved, and you've got to be quick. So if you practice on the lollipop flowers or something like that first, and you get to know the fabric a bit better, and this might not be quite so dangerous. I mean, we are adults. It's not that dangerous, but you do need to be careful and you need to move quick. So what I do here is I'm going to be burning these edges, not only to seal the edges but to round off these corners. So you just grab your flame and you can see it sort of buckles. And so you can see there I've burnt the corner and it kind of rounds it off. So you want to do that. And that's why you want to move fast. And I think this is where having a darker fabric is a little bit more ideal than maybe a lighter one, because with the lighter fabrics like these pink ones, you get a little bit of a burnt edge. It's okay, you can cut that edge off, but if you don't like that little burnt edge, then it's quite good to use a darker fabric. And with the darker fabric, it's quite nice because it gives it another sort of colour around the edging. So you want to burn all these little corners, and see how I'm moving quite fast? You don't want to keep it still or you'll catch something on fire, and hopefully it's not you. So once those edges are burnt, if you can see in here where this goes around, you want to get your flame and put it in there. You want to sort of, and this is what I mean, this is not for the, you know, if you're a newbie at making flowers, you want to have a go at trying some lollipop flowers first, but I'm kind of used to it. Well, I'm definitely used to burning myself. Oh, I hope you guys can see what I've done there. But it's just rounded the edges to give it more of a petal kind of feeling. And then we just move on to our next layer. So we want to fold up and up. And just put that. So we just do the same thing again, and we do the second layer. And in this layer, you want to put your corner in the middle, but you want to do it in between the other petals. So that would be alternatively. I think a little shabby chic has got a really awesome tutorial to making flowers similar to this, but this is different in the way that you singe the edges. So we want to fold up and up. We'll put that in between. Don't know if you can hear the kids playing outside. They're not my kids, but they're our neighbourhood children. This is the last one. We just want to pop that one, the last one, in between there. Like so. And then we grab our lighter and do the same thing. You might have to separate them a bit because you really want, oopsie daisy, you really want that, you really want to get rid of that corner, round those corners off. Like so. And then, like the bottom layer, you just want to get in there. You want to keep your flame moving all the time. You do not want to hold it there so that it catches on fire. You may want to test your fabric out first and see whether it's like really quick to singe, or some fabrics take a little bit longer. Any yucky bits that you don't really like the look of, like this one here is a bit funky, you can just chop it off. Oh, I've just picked up the worst scissors ever. And so you can see we've got this nice puffy flower. Well, I hope you can see. And then we just want to go ahead and put our centre in the middle. You can use any kind of centre you want, buttons, pearls, bling. I'm just going to use a half-back pearl, just set it off centre a little bit. I've got this little ribbon, what? I've got this little resin flower there. And I just got this little acrylic bead I'm going to put on as well. And there we go. A nice little flower, just another variation on all the other flowers that we make. If you know me, if you've joined me on my Facebook, you would know that I make hundreds of flowers, and I just was playing around, and these ones turned out alright, so I thought I'd show you. So recently I had a little bit of sad news, and one of my very dear friends that I made through YouTube about a year ago, a little bit longer than a year, has recently passed, and she was really special to me, and you might have heard me mention her in some of my other videos, my scrappy mama. So yeah, she's no longer with us, and I just wanted to, I thought it might be nice to name these flowers after her, so I'm going to call these my Genny blooms. I know she made a lot of friends on YouTube, and if you knew her, you would know that she always had beautiful, kind words of encouragement. I used to watch videos, and I'd see that she'd commented on so many of your videos, and if she ever did comment on your videos, you would know that it was always encouraging, it was always kind, and just a really lovely person. So I just thought it would be nice to name these flowers after her. So these are my Genny blooms. I hope you give them a try and let me know how they worked out. If you've seen any kind of flowers similar to these, then make sure you put the link down below so everyone else can watch them. Give me a thumbs up if you like this tutorial. I've got another one after this one. Come and see me on Facebook. My blog, I've been really good on my blog. I am now on Instagram. I'm not quite sure how to do it, but I'm getting there. So, and maybe give some other fabrics a try and let me know how those went. Thank you guys so much for watching, and Art, Song and Soul all day, every day.
I hear the rumble, it was low. I felt the anger.